market women them. They come dey round table with the deputy governor of the state, that na Comrade Philip Shaibu. They come begin dey follow and dey talk, make am understand the things wey they face. And not be only them sit down. The chairman of Egor local government council, Eghe Ogbemudia, she said she did the meeting. Now so the commissioner for local government and chieftaincy title matter, Eghe, himself day. Now they come begin the reason this matter with the deputy governor. Now the deputy governor of the state, now he come make them understand, say, the governor don't give go ahead. Say me the private company, their hand don't come out for this matter. The market, it don't turn to the property of Egor local government. And Egor local government go can't get opportunity to take tanda the market well. Based on say many market women, they no get store again. People will get store before. They can't begin the sell market for outside. He say all these ones don't turn thing of the past, because these things, it don't come up for the private hand. It don't turn waiting be say Egor local government council, na in con the handle
come out of contracts that are meant to enslave our people. We need investors to come to our state, and we encourage investors. And we have also put in a lot of machineries to make sure that Edo State, in ease of doing business, Edo State is also going to be among the first, if not first, but among the first three in ease of doing business in our state. First, we've been able to provide security. We've been able to make the environment enabling for investors to come, to take advantage of not only our location, but Edo State geographical location is such that any company that comes to establish its own factory here will break even easily because of our location. But at the same time, we also encourage companies to go into proper contractual agreement, to the extent that both the company and us government will be able to meet our own part of the agreement. It's obvious that this contract was very shabby. From the documents that were before this committee, the contract was very shabby, a lot of errors, and at the end of the day, it does not give room for proper financial management. Because if you were to take facility to build a market such as this, and with the infrastructure that was supposed to provide, we expected that there should have been a tidy document. And this document was signed to the extent that even the governor of the state, there was no approval. It was all done ab initio not to work, flowing from the committee investigation. And how can you enslave a local government in this recession, in this period of economic downturn, to have 25 years without having any access to such a property? So I think also this must be a lesson to some of our local government and those that will be going into business or MOU of any kind. We should do something that has human face and that will give real value to why we are building or doing any of these businesses. We are ready to do business with any company that is ready to join us to develop our state, because we have made up our mind that the only way Edo State can grow to that height that we want to take it is when investors come to our state, and when we are able to make sure that private sector drive our own economy in our state. Because elsewhere that we go, it's the economy, the catalyst that move the economy is the private sector.
The agreement was for a period of 1 year for the building to be completed. But unfortunately, as we speak, as a date, that agreement had been breached and the contract was never completed. We realized that for the period they were expected, the company was expected to spend the sum of 863 million 799,624.88 kobo in carrying out his assignment. The committee decided to invite surveyor to quantify what had been done in respect of the market and what is left undone. We realized that the market, having not been completed, number of 1,031 shops were completed instead of the 1,955 shops that were supposed to be built. And we also realized, came to the conclusion that the company is demanding for the sum of 405,374,800 kobo, which they claim to have expended, and that they had in the meantime collected some amount of money for job that he did. But having examined all, we discovered that from the sale of farm and the building proper, the shop that they sold, the company has collected the sum of 267,286,820 naira. And having taken everything into consideration, we have the firm view that not only has the agreement been breached, instead of October 2015, when this market was supposed to be completed, the market was never completed and there was no extension of time. We also realized all the fundamental flaws in the computation of the contract, in the consummation of the contract. It was for a period of 25 years. Neither was the governor's consent ever sought, and the papers were never regularized. On that basis, having taken into consideration what the company has taken, the 267,286,000 which they collected from the shops, we have the view that the company is only entitled to the sum of 60,816,321 naira. And we have the firm view that the fundamental breach in the contract is sufficient to vitiate the entire contract, which does not have any legal basis to start with. We have the firm view that the market should revert back to Egor local government to assume control and possession of the shop that they built. And this sum of 60 million, which look like gratis, should be given to the company as a way of what they have put into the business.
Every day in the council, I've been having so many people coming to me regarding this Uselu market. And I know that if this market comes back to us in a local government, we are going to utilize it in a proper way and make sure that everybody in our local government is entitled, or people that feel who are supposed to have shops in that market, we have a space in that market to trade. Even going through the report of the committee, sir, I even saw some areas where a company or one committee or one union bought about 50 shops, or one person owning about 10 shops, when some people don't even have half. Even as at yesterday, some women came to my council and started crying. Who used to have a shop in that market before, now is not trading with just a small trade at the side of the road. Sir, I want to say a big thank you to the committee for making this day happen, and to say a big congratulations to Egor people.